Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS and Max. A red-hot start to the evening. Omega and Ospreay working in tandem and throwing out a massive challenge.
Tessa and Fletcher, Ospreay, Omega in Australia. Let's go!
Don Callis' worst nightmare has come true. It is official. Ospreay and Omega, Takeshita and Fletcher, Grand Slam Australia. But that wasn't the only tag team intrigue we saw when the action kicked off on Dynamite. It was a dominant performance by Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Syndicate, the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Who can stop these men?
Knoxville! Say hello to your CEO. 4 belts Monday.
Mercedes, a huge congratulations to you. Now the Rev Pro undisputed British women's champion. You've got 4 championships in your collection. But look, Mercedes, from the minute that you walked in here to AEW, you've been saying how you want to take things global. You've obviously been doing just that. We're so early into 2025. What else do you have planned?
Renee, you know what? You are right. I am a global champion now. I've wrestled all over the world. The UK, Japan, and I'm about to wrestle in Australia. So I cannot wait to see who's gonna jump on the money train next.
Hello, it's nice to meet you, Mercedes Renee. If you want a challenge for Australia, well, I came to say, g'day! I'm Holly Cameron, and I'm a local there, and I will not quit. You may know me better backstage as the woman with the tipping point. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little insane. And my point, you see what I'm getting at is, I want to ride the Monday train. We feel the wrath, we feel the wrath. And I mean, like, 4 belts is a little much. It can't be good for your back. Feel the wrath, I'll make it plain. I want to ride the Monday train, the Monday train, the Monday train, the Monday train. What do you say?
Harley, darling, I have wrestled all around the world fighting the very best. But you haven't even won a match on AEW TV yet. I mean, not this year, not last year, and certainly not ever. So that's gonna be a hard nar. Now get away from my locker. This is a good song.
Feel the wrath.
Harley Cameron's certainly making a compelling case for herself, but the CEO remains unmoved.
Absolutely, I got to get that song on one of my playlists.
How do you not love Harley Cameron, man? And what about the champion that Mercedes becomes?
Isn't it fat as everyone fall with a 20-minute time limit? Approaching the ring from Southampton, England, Jamie Hayter.
We turn our attention to this match, this grudge rematch. Jamie Hayter returning from injury last year, all in London. It was a huge moment for her, jumping back onto the scene, back into the mix of the AEW women's division. And she looked sharp, but unfortunately for her, not long after Hayter returned, so did this woman.
And her opponent, honoring the House of Black, Julia Hart.
It's a very huge rematch from my very first simulcast on Max. Fight for the fall, and these two ladies are tremendous competitors, as you guys have been talking about. And you're looking at the youngest women's champion in AEW history when she won the TBS championship at age 22. Amazing.
Julia Hart, of course, showed Taz that even with the layoff from injury, she's as devious as ever. Picking up that victory 3 weeks ago, she might have been outgunned in the strength department by Jamie Hayter, but Julia Hart knows how to tip the scales in her favor.
Absolutely, using her athleticism and her abilities. I mean,
and that black mist.
Absolutely, and she knows how to pick her spots with that black mist, which is important. Who knows if that'll be in play here
we saw
in this
last
contest.
Week in the women's casino gauntlet match. As soon as these two entered the match. They were going at it, picking up right where they left off 3 weeks ago. But fans, we've had some huge announcements here tonight on Dynamite. But earlier today, Philadelphia Inquirer broke the news that Dynasty, our April pay-per-view, will be coming to the Liacouras Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Sunday, April 6th. Go to AEWTX.com to sign up to be an AEW insider to get early access. But right now, Jamie Hayter gaining early advantage on Julia Hart, sending her into the barricade.
That's how you set a tone, Shivani, to start the match.
You're not kidding. That's big news, and we're going to find out what shape that Julia Hart's going to be, not only for the 6th of April, but for next week, because she's hit the safety rail hard.
For the next 30 seconds, because
yeah,
remember,
right.
Julia returning from that shoulder injury shortly after Jamie Hayter returning to action last year. And now Julia Hart, though.
I just want to point out, like, oh, God, those steps, but the guardrails, I mean, they're sturdy as hell. Those are not, you can see when these ladies hit it, it didn't really even move.
Yeah, those are anchored down. But right now, Jamie Hayter, after sending Julia Hart crashing into the steel steps with the advantage, it was Julia Hart that gained the victory. 3 weeks ago, the missile dropkick connects.
Beautifully done.
Former AEW Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, beautifully as a cover. Smart after that dropkick, almost got her.
Yeah, that missile dropkick shows that Jamie Hayter's a lot more than just a powerful wrestler. She can move, and she can stop on a dime as well.
Yeah, insanely athletic and experienced worldwide is Hayter. Right there, just a running clothesline, hard clothesline by Hart.
Julia Hart throwing her entire body into those shots, trying to match power for power with Jamie Hayter, but Hayter, the back elbow, now off the middle rope. Julia, sweeps out the leg, disastrous landing for Hayter, going down face first.
You're not kidding, face first. Smart idea here. I thought she was going cover, but I like this better than the cover. She's smart.
Jamie Hayter in trouble. Julia Hart to cover the kick out, and the action continues live on Dynamite.
Yeah,
right now, advantage Shivani goes to Julia Hart here.
Yeah, Taz, notice what happened that time when Julia Hart was pounding the back of the head. She had a smile on her face like she enjoys this violence.
Yes, no, she does. I mean, she wants to capture a victory here. She's got a nice, tight rear choke right here, or rear chin lock, I should say, here applied.
Yeah, and Taz, imagine that in 3 weeks' time, Julia Hart could potentially pick up 2 victories over a former AEW Women's World Champion. That would make a very, very compelling case for Julia Hart to challenge whoever leaves Grand Slam Australia.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, Hayter, though. Sunset flip, though. Roll up. Hayter reversed. Now reverses Julia. Julia bails out. Kick to the... I think that caught Hayter in the sternum. Dropped her down, maybe driving the oxygen out of Jamie Hayter's lungs.
Yeah, Hayter's... she's in the world of hurt right here. And then that flexibility, the gymnastics background, cheerleading background, I should say, of Julia Hart. She's we've talked about that way back when we saw Julia for the first time many times. You and I used to have on AEW Dark back in the day.
Yeah, 2-time champion,
national champion in high school, I believe. Yeah, cheerleading.
And now raking the eyes of Jamie Hayter across that top rope. We talked about so many times, also on Dark. Top rope, a misnomer. That's a high-tension steel cable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because it's not a rope doesn't mean it's any more comfortable to have your eyes raked across it. Julia Hart to cover. Hayter, though, kicking out.
What we're seeing from Julia Hart and what we have seen already tonight, we saw Mercedes Moné come out. We know that Toni Storm has returned. I just think the women's division, of course, Mariah made the champion, is in the best shape it's ever been in AEW in our 5+ years.
I mean, you got the addition of Megan Bayne, the powerhouse.
Right. Sure.
The surprise entrant to last week's Women's Casino Gauntlet match. And
see, I don't think this was smart of Julia trying to get to a little fist fight with Hayter. I don't think she's going to win that fist fight.
Yeah, Julia would find herself at a disadvantage were it not for the handful of hair that sends Hayter crashing to the mat.
Yeah, not a smile on the face of Julia right now.
Just a leg drop into an immediate pin.
Leg drop Jones right there across the abdomen, as they call it. Trying to get on these arms, both arms, yeah. Tough to get out of this. Looks like a simple move that you could do like to your little brother or your little friend or whatever you got. But it hurts. It tears your shoulders apart here. I've had this done to me. It's tough to get out of. You grab both your wrists and pull your arms behind your body. How the hell do you get out? It's hard to get out. You got to roll through. That's how. I'll give you the answer and the question.
Great analysis there by the human suplex machine, Taz. And Tony, back to your earlier point, though. Toni Storm bursting back onto the scene. Wait a second, cover here by Julia Hart. Hayter kicking out as Toni Storm, remember, thinking that she's a rookie here in AEW. Yeah. The only rookie to ever been AEW Women's World Champion 3 different times.
But she comes in with a lot of enthusiasm. She's got the title shot that she has well deserved. And I love timeless Toni Storm. I think we all did. But I really love Toni Storm now, not remembering, but coming back with a lot of enthusiasm.
Just because she shouts Tony time.
Yes, I like that.
There's nothing to do with your first name. Oh, nice heel trip there by Julia Hart. Maintaining control.
Setting her up here.
Action continues live on Dynamite, streaming on Max. On TBS, Julia Hart making the climb to the top. But Jamie Hayter trying to prevent the ascent. But Hayter chopping at the knee.
Yeah, clipped and chopped at the back of that left knee. That was nicely done by Hayter.
This rematch 3 weeks in the making. Julia Hart got the better of Jamie Hayter to kick off the year. But right now, Jamie Hayter fighting her way back into the thick of things.
Tough back suplex off the ropes. Tough landing for both ladies.
Avalanche backdrop off the top, and you see both women struggling to their feet.
The great execution by Hayter that time, even though she hit very hard as well. Looking forward to coming back to Houston and as many other towns around the U.S.
Well, Taz, Hayter understandably struggling because of the beating that Julia Hart put on her for the last few moments.
Yeah, throughout the bulk of the break, it was Julia Hart on offense, to your point.
Austin and then Brisbane on Saturday. February 15th, look at these two ladies go at it.
Hayter, there's that power we've been alluding to. Cracking the jaw of Julia Hart with those elbow strikes. Reversal, though, by Hart. Telegraphed it, and this time it's Hayter with a handful of hair.
Whiplash.
Yeah, second time Julia Hart getting a taste of her own medicine. Swinging a miss and a German suplex. And remember, Julia Hart, that shoulder injury kept her out of action. She's landing hard on that shoulder, Taz.
That's tough on those Germans, man. When you have a shoulder issue, and there's a third. See, that's smart by Jamie Hayter. She's in a lot of pain, Julia Hart. She's holding her head. Shoulder's got to be feeling it, guys. Got to be, especially that first one.
I know, the first one landed right on the shoulder, Taz. You're right. The second one did as well. Oh, my God.
Spine buster, 2, and whoa, Julia Hart, last possible moment kicking out. But Jamie Hayter now single leg crab.
Wow, she's really testing the flexibility of Hart right now with the single leg crab.
Julia Hart may be on the verge of giving up. She's trying to make the crawl, trying to get onto that hip. Making the army crawl to the bottom rope to force the break from the referee.
You got to use that bottom rope as an ally. No reason to exert energy if you can get that. It's good mat sense by Julia Hart.
Good mat sense, but something that Julia Hart, her pride, had to take a blow reaching for that rope break.
But you know as well as me, you got to get out of the hold, right? So I get what you're saying, though, about her pride. Look at this counter here.
Oh, look at this, the Manchigatami, the flying octopus hold. Julia Hart, tremendous counter.
That was amazing, absolutely amazing by Julia.
Oh, but Jamie Hayter frees the arm, the backbreaker, and now, look at this, bending Julia Hart in half over Hayter's own knee.
That power advantage is
but the hair pull, the cover, too.
Power advantage is definitely helping Hayter. It's pretty evident, but that was a nice counter by Hart.
Yeah, the devious tactics of Julia Hart paying dividends here. Oh, crucifix bomb, 1, 2, again. Late kick out. This time it was Hart with the advantage. But you can see the physicality of this match taking its toll on both combatants. Back elbow delivered by Julia, and now could be heartless. Or maybe not.
Yeah, I think that's... watch out here.
Wait a second, hate breaker.
Oh, my God.
And Hayter holds on. Hayter reigns.
He's got it. That's got to be it. Got to be it.
3.
What a shot.
Jamie Hayter.
Both these ladies wrestled a hard match, I can tell you that. Heavy hit.
It was the moment that Julia Hart turned her attention away from Jamie Hayter to the crowd here in Knoxville, Tony. That's when Hayter rallied, and that's when Hayter defeated Julia Hart.
And even things up, it's 1-1. These two ladies in 2 matches. Both have put everything on the line. Very physical matchup. Wow, what a match that was. Again, the women's division, better than ever.
Well, the Haterade securing the victory, but Jamie Hayter not done yet.
This time, do some attempted murder. Don't fancy that today? Now, I'm not one to come out here and butter someone else's bread. That's not how I operate. But I have a very heavy respect for women like you who do what they want to do. No matter what anyone says, you move to the beat of your own drum, whether that's spitting crap in my face or trying to kill me with an arrow. No matter if you have 1 million people behind you, 2 big men standing right next to you, or as you are now, all alone with no one beside you, you're still a tough bitch. You win 1, I win 1, and when you want number 3, you got it.
Well, there you go. I like it.
Yeah, the rubber match. The proposition thrown out by Jamie Hayter. A lot to think about for Julia Hart, but earlier tonight we saw the week that Powerhouse had last week. Let's hear from Will Hobbs right now.
Big Bill, word around town is that you plan on looking for old Powerhouse Hobbs this Saturday on Collision. Well, guess what? Jacksonville is where I got my start, and you don't have to look for me very hard, because I'll be waiting for you in the parking lot.
Well, very ominous challenge thrown out by Powerhouse Hobbs with fans. Our main event, the Bastard, the Rated R Superstar, next on Dynamite.